Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. So today I've got a power forward, a slashing, rim protecting, athletic power forward build for you in the mold of say Giannis Antetokounmpo. So make sure he's a power forward. Now the height we're going to go with is 6'10". Now the weight, we're just going to drop that down to 237 pounds. This is important for the speed with ball and acceleration statistics. In terms of the wingspan, we're going to push this to the max, which is 7'8". So you'll be 6'10" with the max wingspan, so you'll be really good on defense, particularly for the park. This build will probably lend itself more to the park than say the rec center or a 5v5 scenario, just because it will purely be inside and it will purely, it's more of an athletic interior player. Whereas in the 5v5 scenario, sometimes you just need to be able to stretch the floor just to help the team, work together. But anyway, 6'10", 237 and 7'8" wingspan. Into the attributes, so this build's going to have a heavy focus on interior scoring, interior defense and rebounding, and ball handle and play, not necessarily playmaking, but just ball handle, being able to facilitate the slashing abilities. So for close shot, we're going to push that to a 77. That's just the best found, sort of a sweet spot for a lot of the finishing badges to get it to a decent level. Now for driving layup, we're going to go to a 78, just because that unlocks a lot of layup packages at 6'10". Now for driving dunk, we are going to get the elite contact dunks with this build off 1 and 2. So, just the pros on this build, not the elites, just the pros. So 89 driving dunk will get you a lot of good badges as well, and a lot of great animations. Now for standing dunk, we're just going to push that to an 81. So at 81, you'll just unlock Rise Up Silver. You'll also unlock the standard or the pro big man contact dunks as well. So you'll have both the pro standing and driving contact dunks. You'll be able to, with a 6'10 frame, with a 7'8 wingspan, you'll be able to dunk over a lot of people, particularly a lot of those centers that are playing park at the minute. They're short, they're not really the tall interior defenders. Now for post control, we are going to push that to a 75. I do want you to be able to score in a different way rather than just slashing, because if you come up against a 6'9 center that can, or a power forward that can guard on the perimeter, you sort of want something else to overpower them with. And having the post moves, even on silver, will be great because they'll be short. They'll be like 6'8", 6'9 power forward or something. Probably don't have post lockdown to a high level, so you'll be able to, utilize those silver badges in the post moves. Just make sure mid-range shot and free throw are 37 each. Now for playmaking, like I said, this build is not going to have great passing, so it lends itself more to park, where there's a bit more open space. You're not going to get the ball stolen a lot if you have bad passing in a 3v3 compared to a 5v5 where there's a lot more hands. So we're just going to go with a 60 pass accuracy just to get a few badges on bronze. Now for ball handle, we are going to push this to a 75. So you will have 75 ball handle at 6'10", and there's still a lot of animations that you can get at 6'10" with a 75 ball handle. I personally like the Kevin Durant ones, they're quite good, but there are a lot of others as well. Speed with ball, we're going to push to a 66. Now this is important because it will unlock triple strike once we upgrade our acceleration. That will go to silver. So it is important because you will be playing as a slasher, you'll be playing out of the triple threat a lot. It just helps with a bit of speed, particularly because we can't get things like speed booster and things. Now for defense, we're going to push interior defense to 77 because obviously you'll be playing as a center on park with this build. So I did want it to have gold anchor, and that's the requirement for gold anchor. Now in terms of perimeter defense, we're just going to push this to a 58 just so you've got some speed on the perimeter. In terms of lateral quickness, steel's going to go to 60 just so you can get that bronze interceptor. It's just a handy badge to have. Block's going to go to a 92 to get the gold anchor. So of course you'll have the gold anchor with a really high block, so you should be able to swat some shots, particularly against slashers that come in the paint. You got the max wingspan, 6'10". Now for rebounding, unfortunately we're not going to have low offensive rebound, but the defensive rebound is going to be high enough that we get gold Rebound Chaser. So it'll make the 57 offensive rebound feel a bit higher. It'll feel more like 75, sorry. And if you come up against shorter power forwards that are playing center as well, you'll probably be able to snag some offensive rebounds over them. But don't think you're going to dominate offensive boards, but you'll definitely dominate the defensive rebounds. Now for physicals, we are going to max speed out, and we're also going to push the acceleration to the max, which is 65. So you'll be pretty fast around the court for someone who's 6'10". And that really helps too, because off the ball you're going to be able to move really quickly and get into positions where you can just rise up and dunk the ball, or you don't have to take a dribble, you can just catch it on the move and go straight into the rim and get a contact dunk. Now for strength, we are going to push that to an 84, just so we get a lot of the, back down punish is silver, bulldozer silver, box out beast is there gold, physical handles is gold. So it's, you'll have a high strength as well, so that'll come in handy. Now for vertical, we do need a 78 vert to get the pro elite contact dunks off 1, so make sure vertical's 78. And the rest is just going to go on stamina, so you will have a 90 stamina. And I've just realized that standing dunk needs to go to an 83, so you will get 83 standing dunk just to get that silver fast twitch, so you will be able to speed up those standing dunks, but that's the build. So as we can see over at the right, there is an array of silver and gold badges, so this is quite well rounded. You do have a lot of the good animations, the contact dunks. You've got gold anchor, gold rebound chaser. You're really quick around the court. So even though you'll have a lot of just gold and silver badges, you'll still be dominant just because of the attributes that you've got. You've got a very balanced interior scorer that's really quick around the court, and on park, in the right hands, this build could be very deadly just because of how fast it is and how well it can dribble also. It's like a third playmaker out there, a third scorer off the dribble. So I hope you enjoy the build. If you've enjoyed the video, please do consider liking and subscribing to the channel for more builds. And as always, have a great day.